Hey everyone, my name's Mel, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys a first look of iOS 7 beta running on my iPhone 4S. So I installed this a couple of days ago. It's the beta version of iOS 7, and I've had time to play around with the new features and stuff. And yeah, I really do like it. The only problem is that it does have a few bugs, since with it being a beta version of the operating system, and I'm pretty sure Apple will fix them in the final version or the Gold Master of iOS 7 or the upcoming releases when they bring out new beta versions of it. So yeah, now the thing I like about this is that it's different on the lock screen. You'll notice that the lock screen looks completely different to the UI looks completely different to the previous versions of iOS. And yeah, we still have the slide unlock button. You won't be able to see that because of the blue bubble that's there in the background. But yeah, it's still there. It doesn't have the bar where you slide to unlock. And you have the time, and you have the date, and then, and then here you have the camera button, so you can still drag up the camera and it still brings up the camera. So yeah, that's that. And then it brings us back to the lock screen. And then, so I'll just put the password in. So yeah, it looks completely different to the previous UI, and yeah, it looks really nice. It is a flat design compared to the last, design, because pretty much it was the same throughout iOS 4, iOS 3, iOS 5, and yeah, but it looks really nice. And another thing I like about this is that when you go up underneath, you get like this little tweak menu here where you can turn on airplane mode, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, do not disturb, and orientation lock. And then you've got the brightness control here, which looks pretty neat. And then you've got the music where you've got music control there, volume control. You can turn on music. I don't really have any music on this. And then you've got your flashlight. Switch on flashlight there. Oh, and then you've got the clock, calculator, and the camera. And then you've still got your notifications bar. You've still got the notifications bar here, so you've got your calendar, and it actually says the date, which is pretty nice. And then you've got all of your call information, and then your missed calls, and so on. And then, the camera app, there's a major improvement in there. So this time we have, instead of having the little bar at the top, the little button at the top that you press, and then it gives up options for grid, and then HDR, and then panoramic shot. Now you actually have the option to have it here, so you have video there, you have your photo there, you can choose square, and then you have your panoramic shot there, which is pretty neat. So yeah, and then so that's that. And the camera, the Photos app, there's an improvement in there also. Yep, looks pretty nice. And then the Maps application. I'm not currently connected to any internet at the moment, so I can't really show you that properly, but yeah, you've still got your go back in there. You've still got your 3D and then your current location. And then what else can I show you? You've got the multitasking bar, so that looks completely different. And this time you can actually swipe up to get rid of the apps, which looks pretty nice. And then Game Center, that looks different. Has a nice little UI, and then an animation there, and you can log into your Game Center account. And then the animations when opening applications. So for example, if I open up settings, you get a completely different animation, which looks pretty nice. And and that goes for the folders as well. So if we open, for example, my apps folder, you get really nice animation, and it looks really nice compared to the old opening folder animation that iOS 6, iOS 5 and iOS 4 had to offer. And yeah, so what else can I oh yeah, also supposedly there is moving, if we go into settings, if we go into brightness and wallpaper, and then you've got dynamic wallpapers and stills. Basically these are moving wallpapers, so it's like a moving effect. So if we set them for both, and then if we go out here, you can actually see that the wallpaper is moving, which looks pretty nice. And yeah, go back to settings, you've got still wallpapers, just your normal Apple wallpapers. And yeah, they have a few new wallpapers that come with iOS 7, just a few though, but yeah, looks pretty nice. So yeah, and that's my overview of iOS 7 running on my iPhone 4S. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, please comment and subscribe and like to my channel. Sorry, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel, it would mean a lot. And yeah, hopefully I'll have more videos coming up soon. So yeah, peace.